Okay. Might be my hardest stream to really make out from. I don't know how else to be able to explain it a little bit further, but I promised. I'm gonna try my best. And I'll wait the first comment. Hello, Fire Sonic. Alright, I'll wait for a couple more people and I'll probably start the thing right away. And hello, Sand Pony. Hi there, been a long time for that. Live stream time, yeah. A little bit of live stream time while I explain something that has been going around recently that it's time for me to let the word out that I've been literally have not been able to tell for a long time thanks to many algorithms. Now it's time for me to at least finally be able to tell my side of the story. Hey, howdy, Sid. Hello. Alright. Before I even begin or anything, I will warn you, the rest I'm gonna tell my cause. Revealing too many of the drama that's been recently happening on the Sonic VTuber community. And a little bit on my side of what's been happening that I have not told ever since those things were come out. Because I know a little bit more than anyone else has, and I'll get to it eventually. First of all, how's it going though? I've been good. I've been good. Just doing this a little bit of commission for Alexia, my friend of mine, or better said, my sister, my internet sister, better said. I've been working many times and learning new things. Let's just say I've been very busy since the last video I posted it. But keep in mind, I'm still working on some new videos coming out and working on them right now, so be on the lookout once I literally make that. But anyway, what I want to talk about is a little side of my story that involves certain people that we hate the most, and Nick, my friend Nick, well, proper friend because we just talk, hang around, but not too many on working on side of each other. Not until now because we're working on something very surprising for you guys, and I'm still getting everything ready. And it kind of involves certain people I admired and people that I literally don't hang out anymore because certain parts that's been happening that I've been cautious about. And those people are none other than and I'm sorry if I'm literally gonna trigger the word out for you guys. None other than there's a Shade Blake with Rena Oleski, and regrettably so, Fleetway Supersonic, aka Uni, or anybody calls her now as what was her other username again? App City 92. And believe me, guys, if you don't want to like any personal drama or something, or just want to hang out, it's fine. You could still talk to me. But just wanted to address this out because I've been seeing tons of these things, and my friend Ghost warned me about this a little bit, and I just wanted to like at least go the start of my story and finally be able to talk this out. to all of you to tell my side of the story of what's been happening. So, alright, let me check. First of all, um, hello, Supersonic, Supersonic. Welcome to the stream. Oh, are you drawing something great today? Yeah, I'm trying something that Alexia literally just commissioned me for, and probably the last one that I'm going to make because she kind of owes me $165 for commissions that she made, but due to personal drama and personal stuff that was their family, she couldn't afford anything. So for right now, this might be my last commission I'm going to do for her. Once she gets the money and she updates me about it, and we'll be good to go. And next time, be able to do something else for her that doesn't involve a commission because, like, like to be honest, I didn't even put this as a commission much, but she kind of asked me about it, so it's just the same right now. Anyway, Australs, if I mention your name correctly. Hello, if you don't know who I am, I'm Superior. Oh, oh, so you changed your name? Huh, neat. Yeah, Sid, so be warned, there might be some drama involving those Sonic VTubers, and just wanted to let something out, because, not gonna lie, once I've been seeing those videos and about the personal drama, there's been so much information been missing that it's time for me to let it out and finally be able to get it out of my chest because I've been hiding this for God knows how long because of me being scared that they might attack me first or anything, or they might do something worse. But yeah. Also, while I'm talking about this, keep in mind I don't want anyone to go hunting for these people. I don't want anything happening on that side. I just want to like let this out for anyone to be warned and be more informed about what's been happening behind the scenes as well. So yeah. I must say your favorite chocolate cake and can't. I think it was about. Hi, bro. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I gotta do this as much as I can while I'm making this. Um, where? Okay, I'll start off with Blake, which I'm not gonna lie, guys. I out of all the dramas I went through, Blake has been nothing more but the freaking hellfire of the dramas I literally went through to literally just investigate and to literally just see what was been going on. And I'm not gonna lie, folks. It was the hardest drama that I had to deal with for the longest time, and probably the worst one I ever had to deal with, along with Nick and the others that probably might have been aware of, but they were scared to really let the word out. But since everything's been going down on that, I think it's finally time for me to explain a little bit further what's been going on. So, let's just say with Blake. At first, I thought he was cool. I thought he was like another VTuber that I could literally trust and such. Right after, like, back in the early days where I first met Nick, well, as known as Dragon Slayer, as another word I would say before going by that name. It was at least fine at some parts. I did not see anything remotely weird about him at first. Once I think it was around where Randy was first introduced from the series, and introduced Fleetway, and the rest goes on. It's been good the past few days until something remotely happened that made me cautious about them. So, I can't believe I gotta say this, but I've been another person that is none other than Uni. And keep in mind, this was like 2021, 2022, if I'm not mistaken, around the time that I did not meet my friends, or more should I say, haven't become much more of the stronger shipment of brothership with my bro Beat, or other people that I really used to hang out, because it was back in my early days where I was Lily with helping Crossy helping Koi, helping Goku, and everything else. It was around the time that I was still on that side instead of just going on that other side. And right around the time where I literally introduced Izanagi for the first time. So I went on Uni server. But again, this was back then. I did not know any better, and I did not know I need to be aware of her. And let's just say, she revealed many things about Brenna and Blake at the same time that made me a little bit suspicious about them. And I do remember a little bit most of the conversation on that server. I do not have the everything because I left that server after knowing the truth about her. So I gotta explain it the best I can. So around the time I went to this VC, everyone else, every fan of her was there. Right before she did not even screw up anything, and she was, I don't know, did do anything else. She was revealing too many things that's been going on with her, and revealing stuff that involves Yoshi, also known as that god awful Silver Hedgehog channel. I want to literally get into that. She revealed too many things about Blake and Brenna that made me, like I said, really suspicious of them that I had to be aware of. I did not want to say it to Nick or anything else once she literally told me, because I was literally still being cautious and not let the word out until it was the perfect timing. She did tell me many things that's been going on with her and the others. One, that has been molested, and two, being mocked at because of her voice, even though this time it's more makes sense because now what she is. I can't say I blame her for literally saying that, because now what she did, I can't believe I say this, but she deserves anything bad nowadays because of what she did right now. But regardless, I'll get to that later. So she told me everything what she went through with those guys, and that made me suspicious and made me conscious about those people even more before I even said anything. And from that point on, that was like the first ever time I was literally conscious about that. And it was early on. Nobody even paid attention to this. Nobody. Except me and some others on that server that I was aware of, and I literally had to keep a secret. So, I literally kept a secret for a long time, just in case if those morons ever did something wrong, I could literally see the right things. And it's been a little bit quiet at some parts. There hasn't been like anything going on Blake's behavior or Brenna's, but I did see at least some hints about them. And you want to know what it was about them? It was around the rules that they were making on towards, I believe, the rules on Nick's old server that I still remember that they have taken down. I don't know how much I know about this, but I do know they did say some stuff that I was aware of, and I had to be careful around the server from now on because I felt all the freedom I had on the server, it was practically gone at the very most. But I wouldn't say at the very all of it, because I'm still at least co-moderator of Nick's servers. Because I was like one of his friends on those days, and I didn't even want to bother using those powers of those mods at all, because I rather just decide just to let Nick and the others handle it rather than me, because it's their fan base, not mine. All I am to do is just to keep everything cool and just want everyone to have a good time. But it was around the time where things went south. Really south. And I noticed this from the decision of removing Boom Sonic. I will keep in mind, I don't know why they did this until I kind of figured out how it was happened. I think it was practically most of Blake's decision that really could traumatize many other fan base. And I was that close to being scared of one time, but not to the point that it really gave me a heart attack or panic attack, which I will get into later. Let's just say, how can I say this? It was around the time that they were doing harsh decisions on the series, like many things, and this involved many of Nick's friends to go out, like for example, Tibaria from Tibaria, Speedy Blue. I will say on Speedy Blue that was one of them as well. AJ, another one, and many others that Nick knew that I don't know what happened until then, but after knowing what they did next, was the turning point of me literally being cautious about them. And it was around where they started to show their true colors, and I was a little bit aware of this because my friend's side was in there, and I kind of noticed this. But I'll keep you guys in mind. There are things that they did behind everyone's backs. For example, they had Nazi for Work Twitter accounts, which I didn't mind at first, but after what they did in there, you guys gotta be disgusted what they did. For example, with Blake. Blake was literally the worst part. You will not believe the stuff I've seen what he did. What he did was the most disgusting thing I have ever seen any artist would do. And you know what he did? He made fucking NSFW of fucking Cream and Tails sometimes combined, including others that might be on the mid age of 10 to 15 or something like that. And keep in mind, they're not aged up. They do not like they've been aged up like many others do nowadays. No, he went on the actual age of them. Yeah, I was like, no, that is just wrong. How the fuck would you literally do that to one of Sonic's beloved characters? Especially on Cream. Cream is literally a freaking child and an innocent soul that it should not be tampered with, but people literally say it's hot or something. I don't know why, but they literally have no taste. Won't say that much. But yeah, not only that, he even drew many fetish art that may have been at least for some people understandable, but some that were not very good. Like not very good. Like I do have friends that have fetishes that are understandable, but they are nothing like Blake's. They are nothing like Blake's. They're not acting like how he did or anything like that. No, his was actually worse. That was not understandable. It was to the point that I literally got grossed out. Even friends of mine got grossed out. Like literally. And not only with Blake, but with Brenna. Brenna was probably another subject that literally disgusted me most because you know what she did? She liked to torture Brandy in the most gruesome way possible and make her freaking, I don't know, like really fat or something. I don't know why she did that freaking thing. I don't know. I will never know why she did that. I don't know. She did that, and it kind of grossed me out because I'll keep you guys minded. I loved Brandy so much that he was so disgusted to see her on those situations that I did not even want to see. It was so bad that I literally did not want to see that. I was literally looking away. I even told freaking side about this in DMs, and she was disgusted as much as I was. So much. To the point that I literally could not even look at it again. Not only that, but after like knowing this, there has been another thing they did. They had a non-safe for work server. Repeat after me. Non-safe for work server. I joined in to see what's going on, to at least have a good time, to at least hang around. It was good at first, I will say that much, but the rules have been, let's just say, bit demanding now. Like on Nick's old server, their rules have been more demanding rather than normal. And it has been more accused of this by their mod power. Their mod power of banning people, killing people, and everything else they want to do with their balls. Like, no shit. They did absolute no responsibility on that, and you'll see why. So, I could say either Blake or Brenna literally did a little bit of rule that literally triggered me to not do that. And I did follow it. Let me repeat after me. I did follow the rules. And I did at least one comment on this one friend of theirs that had a good ship that I really liked, and I literally just said how cute, how nice it is. And what happened after that? They banned me. They banned me for no reason. They literally kicked me out for no reason. I literally tried to join back, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. And that was the turning point that I was having a panic attack. I did not know what I did wrong. I will never know what I did wrong. I'll never know the truth. But you want to know what else literally triggered me to have a heart attack? Well, not a heart attack, but panic attack on that time. The same guy I talk about, he blocked me on Twitter. He blocked me on Twitter with no reason, nothing else. But he banned me. No, not banned. Blocked me. For no reason. Keep in mind, I literally was nice. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing to the guy. I did nothing absolutely wrong. I followed the rules. I literally did everything right. But what they did was absolutely unforgiving. I literally could not be in college very much often. Well, I was in college, but I was not feeling myself. I lacked work. I literally did not even want to work too much. I didn't even want to freaking talk to anyone else. I was just in there, just waiting for the right opportunity to literally finally leave college and let it come back to let it come back home. And I literally did not want to know anything about it. I tried my best, but every time the panic kept on going. The panic kept on going, and I could not even fucking find out what I did wrong and what exactly I did wrong to these people. But some light of hope, well, some kind of light of hope has been going on a little bit. I do remember uni. Again, I'll come back to uni again. I went back another call from them. It was around the time that they did something without Nick's permission, and I will agree. After all this time, I think what she did was kind of too far, and I will say right now, she literally was creating a how should I say, a multiverse Sonic rewrite. You heard me right, a rewrite of the same series. I don't know what it was wrong from the series. I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. It was at least a lot of fun. But with Uni, it just wanted to change stuff, and I know for the reason, but she did not have to go that far to go for that. But yeah. First of all, let me check your comments before I continue. Oh, Vera, and hold on. What the hell? I see many. Okay, let's see. Okay, first of all, before I continue, I have many comments I had to check. Um, I see. Alright, Striles. I'm gonna need to keep used to the name. The shirt says, yeah, it was during my birthday stream. Where I made a special announcement at the end. Oh, I see. I don't know about that. Bionic drama in the big 2025. Yeah. Yeah, like there's been too much drama on this community that I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they literally just bothered to do this in the first place. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, you heard me right. Say all the stuff they did it. I wish I could literally show it, but I cannot because YouTube algorithms. So no. And to answer Samponi's question, I'm drawing. Like I said, I'm drawing my friend Alexia and my friend Ender by her commission request. So yeah. And there's Vera, one of Blake and Brenna's victims. So she should be at least revealing some stuff that I will get into later. So let's see. That event with Boom's death was kind of the most confusing thing ever. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it was, and I wish there was at least a explanation. But the only explanation I could find is because Blake didn't even want to go back to the character again, ever again. That was the reason, and that was the reason why he was dead. Which it was absolute bullshit. Like, what the fuck? And first of all, Xenoverse Sonic, better said. Hello. Orange. Everyone knows. And I'm not that surprised. And yeah, I saw. Yeah, you also. It was disgusting. Yeah. I just saw that on Twitter too. Not just on Twitter, but recently on Blue Sky too. Not only on Twitter, but Blue Sky too. Yeah, literally. Yeah, see, it was bad. Yeah, that was bad. And it was super disgusting as hell. Yeah, don't get me started. Cream is 6 years old. Exactly, Cream is 6. He did not bother to literally age her up. He did not bother to go to a design that she's more mature. He just went for it. For the fucking 6-year-old version of her. Yeah, they're 6 and 8. Literally. Fucking hell. Yeah, Vera, I'm not surprised that he still keeps drawing that style. Still, on an Nazi forward account, it's just so disgusting. That made her lose her lunch. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, dear God. Yeah, you will not believe. It was that bad, yeah. I love Cream so much, but for what Blake did to poor Cream was messed up. No shit. And I literally, yeah, I will say this much, guys. I am a simp. I could be dirty money sometimes, but I don't go this far to literally just do that with a 6-year-old. Fuck no. Because you want to know why? One, they're literally young, and two, they don't have even the proportions yet. Like, wait until like they're 18 to 20 once they matured. Literally. What the fuck, dude? Why he did that? What he did was absolutely disgusting, and I can't believe he did that. Ay, caramba. Yeah. Definitely said. Yeah. What he did, you didn't know about it. I know it a little bit more than anyone else. And I will get to eventually more on what happened next. I will say that much. And he also banned. Yeah, banned. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, guys. Remember what I said about his mod rolls and his mod powers? He abused the hell out of them. He banned people because he loved to. He banned people because not only him, but with Brenda too. They banned many people because of what they did. What they did was harmless, and they kind of violated the rules, but not to the point that it was out of purpose. And they didn't even bother to even think about that. And then they got banned. They got banned for that. And they got banned for other fucking shit I don't even know about. I tried to look on it, but they literally just didn't try to do it. But yeah. Not only your friend Vera, but I do remember you did got banned by Blake too. I did see that, and bro, weirdly enough, Blake blocked me on Twitter even though I literally have no interaction with him like that. What? Exactly, that's another point. I will get to eventually on other things I've been doing on, but hold on. Yep, he told me about this, and it was just wrong. Mm-hmm. He blocked me too on his safe for work. Yeah, of course. What a bunch of cowards banning good like that. Yeah, like I did not do anything wrong. I followed the rules, and then this is what happens. It was so messed up for me to literally think about that. Sorry. And his girlfriend is still supporting him to this day. Yeah, like it or not, guys, after what happened, everything else, Brenna is still with her. He's still with him, even knowing the consequences. Like, what the fuck? And I will get to her eventually later. I will see how much. Because what else I'm about to say? Oh, you'll be surprised. Bro, saying for real what we do. Yeah, we did not do nothing. Nothing. Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, Vera, Uni was the first one who really told me about all this, and I was aware. I was the first one to be aware of what they were doing. So, basically, yeah. Basically, she warned me about it, and it was before the drama happened with her. I will get to that eventually later, but hear me on my story first. It was her. Yep. She's the worst. Yeah, I know that much. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Rick making Boom Sonic more in hell. Rick is making Boom Sonic more enjoyable. Exactly. Like they are doing this better than them. Literally. Oh, crazy here. Oh, I did not do nothing wrong. I'm just literally drawing this and everything else. But if you're questioning what I do next, God damn it! Spill mac and cheese in their eyes again. I mean, I wish I was, but I didn't do it in their faces. I will say that much, but I will eventually. But thanks for the idea, Crossy. I will say that much. But hold on, guys. Um, let me just explain a little bit. What happened next after all that nonsense? It was clear on what's gonna happen next with that eventually some people did know about this. I think it was around the time where Blake decided to quit YouTube, quit the VTuber community, and people were supportive of it, even though I was not. But yeah, I wasn't. Um, yeah, it was around the time that that happened, and the consequences about it. Nick literally recently uploaded a video called what was the name again? I forgot. I do remember to this very day, and I will get to it eventually. Again, nothing against or anything like that. It's just something that Blake and Brenna did on Nick that literally made me pissed off about them. That literally want me to literally beat them up. It was the video called "Multi Snaps." Is this the end? And I was literally curious what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing, so I literally went there and see what happened. So I went there without even knowing the consequences on what was going to happen. And what I saw traumatized me. In order for literally Blake and Brenna not to be mentioned again, Nick just uploaded probably the most traumatizing thing I have ever seen. Like any VTuber Sonic video. I'll say that much. Not to the point that I hate the concept, but to the point that made me hate the decision what they go through. And I feel bad for Nick for doing this. Because I feel like he was not out of his idea. He felt forced. I think what happened with Nick felt forced, and what they did to him was wrong. And I will get to that eventually. So they did this, that they brought a Session back, and it was not with corrupted Fleetway's energy, weirdly enough. And that happened after Multi killed him for the billionth time, I don't remember. He did the No Way Home. And if you're talking about what I meant about No Way Home, I meant just going with the Chaos Emeralds, literally asking the Emeralds to literally forget, to make everyone forget about them except Blaze. And yeah, after that whole experience, I knew what happened. I'll never see Brandy ever again. I'll never know if they're all okay. I'll never know what they were doing right now. But at the end of the day, after literally recovering, I don't give a shit anymore. After that, it was the final straw. The final straw of me literally hating Blake and Brenna even more. Even more to the point I felt bad for Nick, and I sure hope, if he's watching this, I sure hope he's okay and recovering from this incident. I mean, I do remember he did a stream about this, and I will get to it eventually. But after that, I literally felt enraged. I literally was to the point I literally wanted to quit Multiverse Sonic and literally quit the community altogether. But it was around the time things got worse. Even Sai agreed with me on this, and it was worse because I think I do remember she was in there all the time with me and comforting me about this. And yeah, Sai was with me through our DMs. She told me everything, and she was aware of this, but because I will get something out of my chest that made this whole drama even worse. So after that video, after I literally wanted to quit that thing altogether and just move on, they finally are showing their true colors bit by bit. And it was right there, that it was showing their true colors. And it was around the time that Sai was affected by them and knew and saw their true colors. And I will say it like this. There was an event that Blake and Brennan were dealing with another drama, which I'm not surprised. They were dealing this kind of drama. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember they were talking about it. And Sai wanted to at least light up the mood and literally just say some random things to literally keep a laugh. And guess what they did? They lashed out on her and then literally screamed about her. They literally yelled at her in the chat, in their server. Let me remind you, let me repeat, on Nick's old server. Can you believe that? And nobody even tried to literally defend her. So bad that she reached out to me. I was with her on DMs to the point I literally no. I was literally to the point I literally had to literally cover her. I had to cover her DMs, and it was back to the point that me and my friend Ghost and Frost literally went to a group chat with all three of us, and let's just say my friend Olsen literally knew about this too because he's seen things as well that I wasn't even aware of, and Uni did not tell me about this before Uni was this person that we know today. They even did tons of things behind everyone's backs. Even Dark and every friend of Psy knew about this. That they were all enraged. They were all enraged and wished this would not happen to her. And it happened. And it's not ending there. You wanna know what else they did? Let's just say, it was around the time that Blake literally did not do a freaking commission. He did it for his own right. Once he known her a little bit more, he did not see for work of Rosie. I will admit, it was funny the first time, but not anymore. After what they did, I was not laughing anymore. I just wanted to let that fucking shit out of my sight. It was so bad. To the point I felt disgusted. Not only one, but two non-civil war out of her. And it was disgusting to watch. Like, you could tell many things about that. And not only with her, but another person that I used to have a crush on, but now not anymore. Now we're friends and such. But we still kept our OCs a crack ship from another alternative universe. Just to, keep in mind. But I did feature that on my storyboards, but I will mention that later. Yeah, let's just say what he did was literally unforgettable. Not only with Sai, but with other friends of mine too. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing right now, but I hope to the victims of Lake and Brenna, I hope you are recovering well, and hopefully you could be able to recover from this, because what they did was unforgivable. Unforgivable, and I was ashamed that I did not let the war out. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I was scared. Scared that I didn't know what to do. I had every right to expose them. But I didn't do it. My hands were trembling. My mind was fussing. I could not think straight. For the very first time, I was scared on the idols I used to literally look up to. I got scared by them. And I cannot believe I'm saying this. I got scared by them to the point I literally could not believe it. For the very first time, I was scared of someone. More than all pirators, and more than anything else I had to encounter in my life. Because if I literally did that, if I allowed myself to literally do that, I would lose friends. Nick, at the time that he was controlled by them, he would have literally banned me. He would have literally said horrible things at me that did not want him out of his mouth. I was scared to literally lose everything. I was scared to the point that I did not even want to start a drama and everyone literally gang up against them. And literally to the point that they wanted me dead or something. And I did not want to go through that again. I had to deal with one time and I'm not dealing with it again. Never again. It was so much that I literally did not want to talk about it anymore. I didn't want to talk about it with anyone else. I didn't want to say it to my friend's face. I just waited. And waited. And waited. Until finally some sort of light of hope happened that made me at least get a little bit of hope with everyone. So, after a couple of months pass, I was still recovering. Sai was still recovering, and it was around the time that I finally got a new family of friends with Ghost, with Sai, and Enter Alexia, which I'm trying right now. It was around the time that I literally was hanging out with them all the time. I did not even care about Multiverse Sonic anymore. Not to the point I literally did not want to like leave the community. No, I just needed a break from the drama. Until finally it came up. The community post that Blake did, he literally stated he was being a non-safe for work with a minor. With a minor. Doing all that non-safe for work with kids, and he does this shit. Yeah, I could not even believe it myself. I was disgusted. I could not even fucking believe it. Finally, after all this time, the word gets out, and people are finally acknowledging this. Finally. It took me like 2 years. 2 years of torment. Of me not saying a word. And it finally happened. I couldn't even fucking believe that I did not even say a word, and he finally acknowledging this, even after trying to defend them. They were blinded by their words. They were blinded by everything. They've been manipulated all this time, and finally the word goes out. You will not believe the satisfaction I had once I saw that. I felt like, finally, I am at peace. And Nick saw this. And he was literally hiding from this because out of scare. And I feel more sorry for him because he felt betrayed. I think he felt betrayed because him and Blake used to be brothers. They used to be brothers, and this is how he repays him. Literally. I don't know how Nick is doing right now, but all I hope what he's doing, I hope he's recovering. Recovering well, recovering from all that nonsense, and have a good time with Roy, also known as Multiverse Soul Shadow, Brookie, also known as Multiverse Goku, which I made an intro, by the way. He's making his content. Go check it out. And many others. And many other victims. And it doesn't end there. I will get to the rest of it eventually. But first, let me check the comments again. Because there's a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Let me check. Let's see. Okay. I think I stopped it right. I like. Okay, hold on. Some recovering from all that nonsense. Ah, shit. Not the type of fucking shit I was going through anyway. I like Rick's Boom Sonic. He's very better than Blake's Boom Sonic. Yeah, I do agree. Rick's interpretation of the character is much more better and much more nicer for the audience. And Speedy and the others did a nice job about that. They did a nice job about that. Okay. I don't want to post my AU Cream and Tails on my not safe for work account. I'm keeping them pure and innocent in my safe for work account. Better off with that, Vera, because again, I don't want people to literally judge you for just making them adults or anything. Just keep them like normal in a way, like PG-13 style. I will say that much. Forgot to cross that fucking comment. I wish I literally throw mac and cheese at them. It would have been perfect. It would have been fucking perfect to literally just throw mac and cheese at them and literally just go on my day. I would be satisfied. Okay, Vio the Wisp says, yeah, I got curious and checked his art. He has problems. It's even weirder for the fact he made his own child character that could might as well be similar to Cream and does the insane treatment. Exactly. I do remember he adopted one character, if I'm not mistaken. It was the child one, and he made it unnecessary for work. Like, what the fuck, dude? That was well as other minor characters. Yeah. Honestly, Blake, Brenna, and Uni are the snakes of the Sonic VR chat character shadow community. Yeah, mostly that, but I will get to Uni eventually. Just trust you guys. I will get to her eventually, but just hear me out. Okay. Can't remember which ones. Hell, he even draw a rabbit OC who used to be Cream constant. Eh. Okay, hell. Why the message got cancelled? There was one comment that B was commenting, but it got canceled. I don't know why. Brenna, though, I don't know what to even say about her. Yeah, I had high hopes for Brenna. I will say that much. I thought she was manipulated by Blake, but after what she did, defending him and still with him, no, no, like no, I do not accept that. That was the turning point that I literally just got disgusted myself. Quit YouTube, he says. Yeah. And then he comes back after another channel, which is now a freaking action figure channel, which is fucking offends me because I'm a freaking collector of action figures myself. And they're not even that good. Not that good. Yeah, but for the longest time while you were banned, Brenna was helping him. She knew the consequences. She knew everything about it. But she's still with him. Literally. And not to mention, I even have more proof images back then that I'll get to later, but I need to find it first. Blake is manipulating Nick. Yeah. I feel bad for Nick from that time because I did see this and I was on his stream, not on VC. I wish I was. He did talk about this and I felt more sorry for him. Literally. And I hope he's doing okay. I hope he's recovering. I hope he's doing well with his new videos. Keep moving forward. Everything else, yeah. I wish the best for him. Alright. Not gonna lie, it gotten so bad, I figured out on the art chat that someone made Brenna's OC public. Really? Huh. I mean, I did see someone replicate Brenna's model, but I never knew where it was posted. I mean, I wish I was there to literally get it, just in case for archives. But if that was the case, Vio, I don't know if that model is still up, but let me know if that's the case, because if that's the case, I'm gonna need to keep it as our archive just in case if anything happens again. I don't know. Also, there is a live stream Nick talking about. Yeah. Yeah, about Dodger, Branny, Mel. Yeah, and here's one. Yeah, like I said, I was in that stream. I was on comments, but I did see that Nick did not pay too much attention to those. And I felt bad because there was more to the story. There was more to my story that I wanted to tell them. I wanted to explain it to them. And I wanted to at least advise everyone about what happened on that time. I wanted to say that much, but I couldn't. Because not only I was still scared, but I was still silent and I couldn't have the time to really talk to Nick properly about everything else that's been happening that he had to be aware of. So yeah. I don't know what to even say in this type of situation right now. Yeah, I know. Who else even part of the drama? I'll get to it eventually. Just give me a few more things. Hi, Tails Go. Well, welcome to the stream, even though I'm still talking. I mean, you did help at most. Well, you did help at most, B, but I did not want to like tell it to you because you weren't even ready to know about this. You called you me that? I don't remember calling you. What? I don't think I remember you calling you. Oh wait, forgot. Forgot. About Sid. I will say about something that Sid was with me, and I did see this. I remember Sid being mocked at by Blake, and I think it was Nick as well. But again, Nick was still got manipulated by Blake. I still see that much. They said that his voice was annoying, and they thought he was not being serious. So Sid was being mocked at, and I feel sorry for him because that was his voice that he usually does, and I don't do nothing to control his voice. If he wants to talk like that, go ahead. Not my problem. Just go ahead. We're still good. Yeah. Yeah, that made me feel sick from my stomach. I felt something I never felt before. Rage. I felt rage before about the believe me. I felt about that too, and I couldn't even believe it myself. I felt disgusted, and I'll get to more about that situation eventually. Yeah, that post made me lose all respect for Blake. Me too. Me too. Oh my god, there's two more. Hold on. Okay, Nick is a great guy, and I feel so bad that he goes through stuff like this. Even though I hate to admit it, but recently I saw Nick have a bad reputation when it comes to like meeting new friends. Not to the ones we all know and love. No. I meant other ones. For example, like Brookie Boss, the one that did my icon with me. So she did unforgivable things, and Ghosted told me about this first. And I felt more disgusted and more sad that Nick has also another one that felt like right out all over again. Yeah. I felt bad for Nick, not only because about that, but he had past situations where he had drama with friends and it was not going well. I felt bad for Nick about that, and I wish I was in there to cover him. I was like the only friend of him, while Roy and the others are still with him, and they're still good in hands, and I like that, and I'm supportive of that. But I wish I could have done something to help him. Clearly, because I know him for the longest. Like right, right on the time where I was hanging out with Crossy, with Blake. No, not with Blake. With Crossy, with Quinn Cloud, with CL Dark Rose, with the Bridge Goku, with everyone, like literally. So, disclaimer: do not go after these people because it will make the situation worse. Yes, please don't do this, guys. Please. Speedy Blue, Peace, Arcstar, the greatest Sonic VAs ever. Like no doubt, they are the best out there, and probably the best YouTubers I see sometimes. Darkparts is a pretty nice guy. AJ is great, yeah. They're both great. Roy too, Broker too, Fallen too. Like those guys are much better than Blake and Brian. I will say that much. Nice. Right. The question though is why did Blake decide to take this path? Bro had a good following, does a great song improvement impression, makes art, but nah, let's just throw that away and go into minors. Let's just say bio we are to the point that we have YouTubers that let us down. I literally had to experience that with two VTubers right now, and it was not pleasant. I will get to that eventually in another stream or video, but right now it's from Blake and Brenna, so and Uni that I will get to later. Let's see. Honestly, Vio, that's what I question a lot with these people. They have talent and great fanbase, but instead resort to gooning. Or better say, going for fame. Because there was so manipulated to Nick's series. They literally just said Nick's series would have been nothing without us two. And yet, here he is, doing his own thing without them. Like, what the fuck? It's almost like they're becoming Minecraft YouTubers and Roblox players. Funny you should mention that. Let's just say, there's a documentary between the Predators and Pedos of Roblox, and guess who's documenting them? Chris Hansen. Very right. The king of exposing predators, Chris Hansen, is doing that. And I couldn't even feel more happy. But yeah. Anyway. Because he thought he was unstoppable, that nothing can stop him, and so this happened. Yeah. And look what happened to him. Anyone's unstoppable. Lake's no different. Oro? What the fuck? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, that shit. I remember that bullshit. Yeah, I remember. Most exasperating. Let me fun of this voice, Sid. I think. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that much. But okay. What was I saying? Okay. It got to the point that they made a new server for Multiverse Sonic. I was in there. I did join. And Blake and Brennan was in there, but not anymore. They left one by one. And then after that, Peace, AJ, and Dark both came back to the server. And I was like, did Little Hope literally just come through? And that's how it happened. So, yeah. Now I see many people really despise Blake and Brenna. I do see at least one of my friends hanging out with them, but not to the point I see them interact with them too much. Like, I think they're slowly starting to get aware about this, and I'm still waiting for the time that I'm safe to explain this to them. Because all I can just pray, I hope they don't hate me for this, what I'm saying. But Blake and Brenna have done the most unimaginable things possible, that they were manipulated by them, and they need to understand what they did wrong. They need to understand what happened between these guys and why we don't hang out with them anymore. And why these people are a danger to YouTube. Not just about YouTube, but to the whole internet. I want them to be aware. I want them to be understanding on the situation at hand. They will do nothing but to backstab you in the back to get what they want. I thought I could redeem them. I thought I could literally give them a second chance. But no. But no. I will never give them a second chance. I literally am still hating them for that ban. I still don't know what I did wrong. But whatever they say about me, I won't give a shit. Because you know why? It doesn't matter anymore. It does not matter anymore. But yeah. What else am I say? So, from anything else from Blake and Brenna you guys want to say, please tell me in the chat so I can be able to see your stuff. But yeah, my side of the story I wanted to tell. There have been at least a few tons of videos one live stream and 1 million fact. Nick's live stream and the other exposure video. Hold on, what was his name again? From Azrael, which surprisingly he only has like 58 subscribers at this point. So go check out Azrael's channel and check out on this Shade Blade's video and on the other side of the dark side of Sonic the Art YouTube community. Check those two videos out, you'll see. Oh yeah, funny I'll mention that. Give me a second, I need a little bit of time to breathe. Sorry, I need to have a drink. Drink of water or something. Okay. So after that, me, Sai, Gosen, we were relieved. We were relieved because finally the truth got out. I even said to myself, good riddance to those two. But even then, after seeing that, and after seeing recently there have been new posts about this subject, even then, there's still so much I want to talk about. There was so much unraveling about this conversation, about everything else. I have all the proof, I have everything else, and I wanted to tell all of these guys. But the sad thing is, they never reach out to me. They never reach out to me. I never had the time to speak. I never had the time to speak because the evidence, everything they said was almost incomplete. It felt incomplete because there was more to the story. I saw it with my own eyes. I even saw their true colors even more than rather than anyone else. And it was around the time that I legitimately felt I could have done more. I could have literally said more about this trauma and literally said okay. I think I said everything about Blake and Brenna. Now it's time for the recent events, which are a recent betrayal and discussing about myself about a certain drama that right now I'll finally get into. And it's none other than Yumi. Well, I think it was. No, App City, also known as Yumi, and also known as the voice of Fleetway Supersonic on her own version. And how about let me say how can I talk about this? How can I explain this? Well, there are tons of things I feel to talk about. Let me just put the videos right now because I have them right on my feed. Let me just put them one by one. Okay. I'm gonna literally just say at first I will explain a little bit. I won't show much of the whole shenanigans. More like just me explaining what's been going on. So, it's taken from Azrael's video, and another one that you might be aware of, another channel called Spider-Man, or better said, False, or other words in Starverse, or Star, in short. And these two literally explain tons of things about this subject that it's really bad. Really, really bad. And I'll get into right now. So, after the whole Blake and Brenna situation, I felt like I'm blessed. And after the Brookie situation that I've seen, I felt disappointment again because it felt Brenna. It was like Brenna all over again. But nothing compares what I had to go through. So after that, I saw Act City or Universe explaining about the whole Blake situation. And there was a lot to her story that I also know about that. I tried to search the video, but it's taken down. Well, no, personally, because of what happened. What else it happened? But let's just say, I did not literally go to her VC anymore after that. I literally just went out of my way, literally went out, and literally decided to just go on my way and just move on to a new life. Well, new life, I said, just hanging out with my friends, doing the content that I love to do. But something happened this week. Gosen reached out to me. When I said uni again because of the whole Blake situation, something happened, and I was not aware about this until now. There's been drama about uni secretly being a groomer. 30 years old, by the way. And I cannot believe it. I did not even fucking believe what I had to experience. Because let me keep in remind you, she was the one who told me about the Blake and Brenda situation before anyone else did. She was the first one, and I was the second one to be aware of. And what they revealed absolutely disgusted me. And Spiral literally explained it in a whole video. In a whole hour long, like 1 hour and 14-minute long video, or 1 hour and 15-minute long video, talking about this shit, and she has the documents and everything. Like, everything you could imagine. Like, absolute everything. It's like, I. Oh my god, it goes even further. Yeah, it's like 162 page of what she's been doing. So, yeah. Apparently, many things happen. Many things that happened on her life that made me, say, I cannot believe this happened. I could not even believe this happened while I was away and taking a break from the start of the art tech community. Like, not just old me literally leaving, more like me taking a break because after the Search of Madness videos, I decided to take a break and I'll be back whenever I felt like it. And I was not aware of this until now. It was so bad to the point I got disgusted myself that I was still on that server of hers. So after that, I left. I didn't care about anything else. I left. I left right after Ghost and Warren about this. I left. I left and never wanted to like experience that shit ever again. It was that bad. It was that bad that I was so enraged with myself. I saw this was a person I could trust, a person that literally warned me about those two, and a person you will be thankful for. And not to mention, she was also another inspiration from another variation of Sonic that I will show right now. Hold on. I still have it. Let me just find it real quick. Alright, this and where's it? I know I have so many. Mm, There was another one. Hold on, guys. I had like 4 images I want to show. Not that one. Uh, uh, yeah, there it is. Okay. One by one. I'm gonna show one by one. This was my interpretation of Fleetway Sonic, and this takes place on Supersonic Dimensions series, where Sonic eventually got rid of the Fleetway form, but the persona is out in another dimension. And this was awakened from two sides of the same coin, that he has his own form in his star persona. It was fully inspired by Yumi's idea, and I cannot believe that happened. And you know, right after I'm putting this, I feel like I could do a much more better job than her. Because of what she did, I literally did not even want to fucking bother because of what she did. What she did was unforgivable, and I did not even want to imagine anything else what she did. So, I'm taking my time to literally just have this still and just keep it with me. And keep it the story that I made for my Fleetway Supersonic. Like, not as just to remember her by, but just to make this version better than what she did. She almost, like, tarnished the Fleetway Supersonic name. And I was the one who literally, fixed his whole character by just making my own version of him. And not to mention, my friend literally got invested by him that we basically made a ship about it. Yeah, Fleetway has a ship with one of her characters, and they're still going okay, and we're still going good on this. And it's a ship that I will show eventually in the future. But yeah, basically, I have my own version of Fleetway. I do have another drawing, but it involves uni, so I don't want to like bother. You know what? At least a glimpse of it. At least a glimpse of it, of what I did on that server. I will show it once, and I'll never show it again. I did my own version of them. The third Fleetway is my version, and this Fleetway is Spiral's version, which is Starverse. And I cannot believe I literally made fucking her version in here. And I feel more disgusted making that fucking drawing. Not only because of that, because I literally featured her in there. After all this time, I feel disgusted at myself now. But yeah, that's basically what I did. I made my own version of Fleetway, and it's still in development. But I'd rather just keep that in a little bit of break time, because I'd rather not just spread that fucking shit around with anyone else. But yeah. Yeah, guys. They did the most unforgivable things. They did the most unbearable things that I could not even fucking imagine. I was kept on quiet for long enough until I saw the freaking uni video, and I was like, enough is enough. I am tired of being silenced. I am tired of not letting the word out. It's time for me to at least speak about it and never say it from it again. Like, I had enough. I had enough. I had enough of, like, literally me keeping myself, everything else keeping myself. So I literally did not have the word out, and I was one of those people who literally was commenting her after the fucking Blake incident. And yeah. Basically a whole hell, and I was not brave enough to do anything. Because I was scared out of my mind. Scared out of my mind what they would have done next. So yeah, like, after what Nick posted on the live stream and ours Astro video, I just decided enough is enough. I wanted to let the word out. I know it's not my type of thing, spreading the word out, but I had enough. Like this was a type of live stream or type of informational video of some sort that I wanted to like inform you guys before it was too late. I've been hiding this for so very long that I literally could not hold myself enough to literally not say a word anymore. I felt so silent in my life that I instantly regret not telling anyone else. Remember, guys, if you have people who have gone through about this shit, keep like comfort them, comfort them, give them give them some space to literally get their act together, to literally like I don't know, just be with the ones you do care about and the ones you are really comfortable to be around, rather than the ones that help you a lot. And this is another problem. I am starting to lose faith in high popularity video character channels because of what they do, because of what they do, because of what they've done, and many things. Yeah, I just, I'm just done. I'm done being played at. I'm done being like not knowing about this sooner rather than later and seeing the people that inspire me to do this shit. It just makes me more disgusted with myself that I really hang out with people who was willing to go this far. I'm done. I am done being the silent type. I am done being the coward that I used to be having with this shit happen. Like to Blake and Brenna, they should be thanking Christ and everyone else that they support this shit and they done nothing but failing them. They did. And I had to literally go away and open to literally let the word out. I had to. I was the only one who possibly had to spread the word out. Again, guys, I do not want anyone else to literally go hunt these guys down or say anything else because that will make the situation even worse for me because I do not want to spread this drama any further. I just want to let this word out and then be done with. Because I'm done. Let me just. To this day, they're still not telling the truth. Yeah, that's so harsh, but they're still not telling anything. They're still hiding behind the mask. It was awesome seeing Dark, Varia, and AJ coming back to multi stuff and being friends was great. Glad they're friends again. Yeah, in karma. Yeah. Preds like Blake and Brenna need to get off the internet and get help. No comebacks. It's over for them. No shit. Literally. And the worst part, Blake had videos revolving the series that literally what felt important to watch. But he took them down and nobody even tried to re-upload them. I don't blame them. But there's been so much going around that it needed to be at least shown at the very least. Same for me. I don't know. Easier said than done, Sonic. Because that's not gonna be easy. Oh, I know, Yoku. But we can still try our best until people like these are out of this country. Mm-hmm. I'll go back to Telescope, even though you missed out a little bit. I feel awful for Spider-Man. I've never interacted with them, but my condolences are given to them. Yeah, Uh, basically, Spider-Man's Uni's biggest victim. Oh yeah, the one I was talking about. About the, I literally accidentally clicked on the video and it was still muted. Yeah, Spider-Man, also known as Starburst, she used to be one of Uni's victims, and she did an amazing job on this show called Starburst. It's not on YouTube anymore, and it will never. I think it will never be uploaded on YouTube ever again. But I do remember I saved up some stuff about this, and I do remember there's one specific song about the show that made me want to save it up. Let me just find it for everyone to see. I still have it. Give me a second. I think it was around here. Yeah, right here. Just pay attention because this was one of Spider-Man's songs that I used to listen to every time that I couldn't help myself but to save it. So here it is. Load the damn thing. Let me repeat again because my cookie wasn't there.
It's tough sometimes when fear and hate bring you down. It's tough sometimes when you feel like no one's around. But when you're with your friends, you can do almost anything if you just put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah, she made a song and I was so invested with it that I couldn't help myself but to archive it. Like it was like my comfort and a little bit of a song for me to chill for, just to remind myself that I know it's tough. My life is tough. Being me was never easy, guys. I had to like do lots of sacrifices. I had to like go from being a dick when I was like 10 to be a mature man around 16 to 18. I had to do a lot of growing up. I had to do tons of mistakes just to get this far. From the all pirates incident, from the whole drama surrounding it, almost losing my channel due to some stupid drama. All that, and I'm still in here. Literally. And even reminding myself, even though I may sometimes be alone in real life, I still have friends out there that still look out for me. Beat, Side, and many others. Even my fan base too, because I do talk to them a lot in Discord. And I listen to them, I see their work and everything. Yeah. It's kinda like it's kinda like a place for people to literally sit through and just hang out and have a good time, just to be goofballs from ourselves in a fun way and everything else. But yeah, basically that. Damn, she was a predator this whole time. Upsetting, disappointing. Yeah, a predator 9 a.m. She literally that happened. I'm glad I made my own version. Yeah, definitely. But good. I wouldn't let Uni ruin the character because Fleetway Supersonic is owned by Fleetway Comics and he is awesome. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but since I showed that version of Fleetway, I still remember that my friend literally did some fan art of it. I wish I could literally just show it to you guys, but I think I forgot to save it. Um, what else? But yeah, if I ever had the time, I could at least do one type of video explaining a little bit of the side story on my version of Fleetway Supersonic and who he is and why he's not evil this time. Yeah. The mix of both normal Sonic and Sonic XC versions. Huh. Yeah. With DBZ influence. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, Vera, it's fucked up. I'm glad you're able to talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, B, I was holding this for so long and I was scared to let it out because I did not want people to go after me just because I wanted to let it out. I was like so silenced by the people, so silenced by many, many people. Well, not naming others, but at least some of them, that I had no choice but to let it out. Literally. Because I was done. I was done being a coward. I was done like being this scary pants. I had to like be having a little bit of courage on myself and literally just spoke it out. Even if I gotta have consequences. If Blake and Brenna or anyone else blocks me, I don't care. I don't care about those two anymore. I don't care what they do. All I hoping is the all I hoping. I don't know what I'm gonna hope for those two because I don't even care anymore. I almost gotta say something remotely worse, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah. Literally. Like, many victims were literally silenced. Vera and Sai. Like, those two and another artist that literally loved his work on multi-server, the old one, I said. And he got banned for literally comparing Brenna's artwork. Just by that, he got banned for it. I don't know where he is now, but I do remember he was this red hedgehog with blue eyes that had Super Saiyan forms. And not gonna lie, it was awesome to see that he had this Go Key from Dragon Ball and everything else. Yeah, one of those Dragon Ball Sonic OCs. I still don't know where he is or where he is now, but I still remember that I still owe. But I still remember I still have one of his comics, an uncensored version and an uncensored version. The uncensored version featured mature themes, not sex stuff. No, 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 not that. More like gore or maybe mature speaks or violence or gore or something like that. Maybe that was the reason why it was the uncensored version. The censored version might have been the normal one. I still need to look for it. But yeah, not only Vera inside, but that person too. Don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing now. But I do hope he's recovering from that mess. But yeah. But yeah, Vera, I hope you're okay with me explaining a little bit of what happened to you and your friend. Because I was there and I'm sorry for not speak the word out until right now. Because, like I said, I was so bad to the point that I couldn't even speak to it right now until this happened. But yeah. I'm glad that y'all speaking this out. Yeah, thanks, Angie. You have no idea how hard it was for me to speak this out. It's good that you're coming out about this because stuff like this needs to be heard so people can be aware so we can stop these type of people from ruining this part of the community. Yeah, I had to because there was a lot of exposure from Blake that felt not complete. There was nothing else happened. There was nothing more happened to the story. Just him being a predator, Brenna literally, um, Brenna literally, how do I say this? Brenna literally just freaking protecting him. Yeah. It was that, but it wasn't even exposing the type of irresponsible stuff he was doing with his mod role. Banning people for no reason, control the server without his consent, everything. Even going after many people who exposed them. I even seen people going to one person's server that literally went out so bad. Yeah. Not a bad song. Yeah, yeah, Supersonic, Universe Sonic, or Carter, better said. I wish I could be able to re-upload it for you guys to listen to, but I don't wanna like disrespect Spiral's old videos. So if Spirals is somehow watching this and seeing this through, I hope I do have the permission to upload that song on my YouTube channel as a re-upload, so people can be able to listen to if they're feeling down. Because to be honest, guys, it's that type of song that you gonna need to listen to if you're feeling down. I will say that much. And Spiral did a good job by singing that. It felt so good. The Fleetway comics are underrated. Shame barely anyone knows about them. I actually have one of them physically. Oh, nice, neat. But yeah, I don't know if Nick or anyone else is watching this, but if they do, to all the victims and Nick personally, I hope you all are recovering from these types of people who literally almost ruined their careers on YouTube. Well, your content specifically, not theirs, because they already ruined theirs. But let's just say they really messed up so bad that there's no going back from this. No going back from this, and I bet they won't be able to like do anything about this at all. Like at all. Yeah. And another thing, guys, this is the reason why I collab with people like Leo and Beats because of their subscribe number accounts. Like 400 to 1,000 subscribers. That's the limit I go for when it comes to like small people's content, and I go with them to literally just promote them, to literally just help them out with their stuff, to really get to know them a little bit more, just for them to have a good time, and all that stuff. But yeah, well, I'm so invested in it. You know what? Since I'm at it, I might just well finish this. A little bit. Just copy all this. Let me do that. Let me here. Oh yeah. Fuck. Forgot about the kitty cat. Got one thing, guys. One last thing. That's our face. One small little thing. Surface. Oh, it's a cat. No, I might just right there. Just finish this all together. Okay, first of all, just do these right now. Put this on. And then just click on this. This is all wrong there. Trace it a little bit more. But yeah, if anyone else have anything to say about this, let me know in the comments. Like in the chat, that's it. Like in the chat, just you guys telling your side of the story, and tell more about this, and so I can be aware of. Because I feel like there's something else happening behind the scenes that I still need to look forward to. I feel like I'm literally Chris Henson, but literally just finding information about these guys. Like, for example, I'm Google. Today we're gonna be looking at these people who literally ruin themselves by literally just talking to minors. What MC? Right. I don't know why, but I think I feel that vibe. And there was no one else talking in the chat. Okay. Okay. Should I fix this right now? Oh yeah, Silas Keels. Forgot about him. Hold on, let me check. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh man, he was also the one who literally exposed Sky. Yeah, sorry about that, Carter. I hope you're recovering from that because I know you two had a story with you two, and I'm sad that happened. I hope you're recovering well from that situation, and hope you're doing well. Okay. Did I literally hide my fucking power back after this? The part is, I don't even know where my fucking pen is at now. Well, I've been streaming though. Why is 6 minutes? That's like an hour and 30. You know what? Yeah, I'll take this time to literally finish this and just yeah, God. I think that's all that. Let's see. Wait, hold on, right there's something different. So I forgot. Put out the spark. Nope. Not like that. Okay, fine. Oh, never mind. Maybe that. Just do this. Oh wait, I'm. He. Sort of throw shot controller and. Oh, summon. There we go. Oh, you. Let me put the nails a little more in this. Okay, I think it's good. Just need to like finish that last part. think I did get away with that. There. Maybe I did the ears also. Yeah, guys, I'm not that good at drawing these animals like this. Maybe I need to really zoom in a little bit. I think I did the freaking eyes a little bit bad like that. There. I'll check on the comments. It's quite a bit. So, bro, do you feel better now you talk about this energy? I feel a lot much better. Like, I think I need to let that steam out and finally be able to talk about this because there was no other way to talk about this rather than later. So, yeah. Now I feel more relieved and happy about myself that now the whole entire real truth is out to the public and people can be able to check this live stream just for evidence. There might be more, but I'll get to that if anyone is willing to come to me and literally just ask some questions about it. Like if they do, then you can tell me on DMs or something like that. You know what? I'll see. And right now, I think that's basically I will do it now. So let me finish by the way, but you know what? I might show off the full drawing in my chemicals, I guess. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I want to talk about that whole experience. Oh, Respo as Astros, you missed a lot, but you're gonna need to like come back to the stream. Once the stream is over, you're gonna need to come back to see what happened. But yeah. Yeah, if anyone else want anything to talk about before I end the stream, go ahead. else? Nothing else. So I think I might call it off on the stream here and probably show the finished drawing later. But I want to say thank you all for staying here and just exploring my side of the story and really understanding what happened between these days. And I wanted to let out some steam after knowing more about this. So, that, I want to say again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next time.